I'm Isis from Starrvybz Entertainment, and you're wondering why I got such a big smile on my face, because it's no joke right now. Right here next to me is the one and the only Mr. Tarrus Riley. How are you today?
I'm okay, thank you.
Good.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, you're a busy man.
Yeah, hopefully I'm busy like a bee. Hopefully we have the honey, which is the music.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So what is happening currently for you now?
I just finished a 6-week tour in Europe.
Wow, yeah.
It was really nice, promoting music. You know, I have an album finished to be released early next year.
Nice.
So we're contributing more music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you must get this all the time. You're thinking, Tarrus Riley, the son of Jimmy Riley.
It's true.
Yeah. But the thing is, you've made your own stamp on the music industry.
Yeah, but that doesn't bother me. My father's Jimmy Riley. He will always be my father.
Yeah, exactly.
And my mother, big up my mother, love her and theatre. And it's cool, and I want to tell you, them say honor your mother and father, you know, so I don't really have a problem with anything like that. I want to know, Jimmy Riley, Tarrus is the son of Jimmy Riley. Right now, so Jimmy is the father of Tarrus Riley, you know, so it's cool.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, oh, why his son make it a glad father? So I don't have no problem with that.
But it's nice though, because so growing up, was music always part of your family?
Definitely so, because it was always in my environment. I see people like Dean Fraser, Sly and Robbie, artists like Delroy Wilson, Alton Ellis come to the house.
Wow.
And I don't even know what's going on, you know. I'm just seeing these people doing things. I'm like, yo, what go on? You know what I mean? Sometimes I'm outside singing. I'm like, yo, Jano, may I watch all my cartoon? And it's loud. You know? But little did I know that these are legends. And you know, sing things like my father on stage and everybody's like, wow. And I'm like, yo, I want to go home. Like, you know, just being a youth.
Yeah.
But you'd be surprised at the things that you learn when before you know. So it was real cool. Always.
So what were your aspirations when you were younger? Did you want to be a singer?
I want to be in music, but I never liked singing.
Oh.
Because my musical heroes like Shabba, Buju Banton, Supercat, Tiger, Bounty Killer. That is it. When I hear people dead, I'm like, yes, ready.
Yeah.
I'm able to say, you know. I'm like, wow, this is the guy. You know, I'm the boss, and you know what I mean. And it's really funny because my father music, I couldn't relate to it, because our age group couldn't relate to it. It's later on when we start getting into the soul of music and instruments and melody, I find out that, yo, my father's a bad singer. I never know, because I wouldn't even, like you hear it, but I wasn't even listening to it.
Right, yeah.
And now it just goes to show some of the things as a youth that you learn, and some of the things that you knock and then come back and come love. So you have to grow up, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. Because like even now, when me and my sisters listen to your songs now, like the one thing that we always mention is the voice, the tone of your voice. It's so sweet.
You think so?
Yeah.
Wow.
Every time. Oh,
That's a big compliment.
No, honestly, because
I don't think so.
Trust me, me and my sister think so. You know, and we always discuss. So, how was it? Your voice something that came naturally to you, or was it something that you had to work on?
Well, I can't tell you how I work on my voice. It's my voice. I talk and sing with the same voice. But you know, that's a good question. Well, Ewa, I tell you one thing about a song and about what I try to do. I try to express my voice with music. If I'm singing a happy song, then it's you're gonna get that mood. Because everyone, man, when I talk to them, woman, them say, wow, and she said, me there, everything cool. And the next thing I say, yo, what go on? Are you not ready? So it's a different voice. And you talk to your girlfriend, and I say, yo, girl, let's go. Like it's a different voice. So I mean, in that, you would kind of see like what I try to do with music. So if you're getting, you know, a particular song, it's my voice, but it's a different side of my voice.
Right. So in terms of your lyrics, because when we listen to the lyrics, because some of my favorite, most of your songs are my favorite songs, like Sorry is a Sorry Word, Cold Kisses, the lyrics of those songs. Because you know you said when your father was singing you couldn't relate to it. With your songs, especially for myself personally, I can relate to nearly all of your songs. Because it's got relationships with your father, with parents, friends, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, you know? And like in some of your lyrics you're like, I didn't do this to you, but you've done it to me. So it's all about like the negative energy, positive energy. And that's one thing I could say I can relate to in your music.
Thank you.
In terms of how you base your lyrics, would you say that's from personal experiences yourself and people you talk to?
Not only my experiences, You know, Muta Baruka tell me that inspiration come from information. So when you get info about something, you get inspired. So sometimes you read something and here's a song.
True.
Sometimes you go through something and it's a song. So I try to keep the things that divide us out of my music.
Right.
So me's a Rasta man. Yeah, but you know that already. So I don't have to tell you about Selassie every day. Because you're like, oh, okay, great. Yeah, I get it, you're a Rasta man.
Yeah.
But what are you doing in the real world? Everybody, like here, everybody want the same thing, don't they? They want to be somebody's friend.
Yeah.
It's true. So like, okay, you are who you are and everybody who is who they are. And now, what are we dealing with? Everybody feel the same problem. Everybody wants to love somebody or has loved somebody and been hurt. Or that soon happened to them. These are real things. Everybody wants to make a living. Everybody's in the struggle. Everybody have the same kind of life. So I'm like, all right, sing about this. Me's a man. Most men won't admit it, but yo, woman, I sing a song, she hurt me. She hurt me.
Yeah.
I have feelings.
Yeah.
She can't hurt me. I'm gonna say, oh, nobody that hurt me. He's lying. I don't get that experience yet.
Yeah.
So that's the whole point of the music. I want, you know, I'm a real person. I'm a regular person.
And you like that to reflect in your music as well?
It has to reflect in my music, or else I'm not doing my music. My music has to reflect of like, you know, and I have all the different influences too, like styles. So sometimes I'm giving you like a dancehall thing because sometimes you want to move.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't have to say nothing that I wouldn't say. You know?
Yeah.
So you don't have to listen to the beat, listen to the words.
Yeah. So in terms of when a song is coming together, production style, do you have much of a say in
I do.
how it's produced?
I do, and that's a great thing. Especially, I do. A lot of them, I do.
Is there ever times when, like, say a track's finished and it's out and everything, do you ever sometimes sit back and think, I could have improved that? Or
Always.
Always.
Every day. So a song is never finished, and the way you know is that when you get it on live. Like a lot of people who have seen what we do live say, wow, it's on wickeder on stage. Then in this, because
yeah, because the vibes of the live performances and how much you're giving, it can like reflect to the audience as well.
I tell you why. Because now here it is live. I've been singing this song so much now. I've heard this song so much. I'm comfortable with it now. So I'm singing it way better. If I had it in the studio at that time, a different thing. It's like you're comfortable, you're ready now, you know. But you know, so you can there's always room for improvement.
Yeah. So when you listen to songs on the radio, and so you do sometimes get, oh, I wish I could have done that better, and so you just wish that you.
But you will never hear that probably. But like, it's always, as an artist, I think every artist is like, Jano, this could turn up or turn down.
Yeah. So you do have some control in the production side of it as well.
Do.
Yeah.
I do, especially when it's my progressions.
Right.
When I mean progression, I mean songs that I bring from like my piano or the guitar from scratch. Definitely. And you know, sometimes I get rhythms. You know.
What do you find works better for you, when you hear a rhythm first or when you create your own melodies?
When I make my own music, that's how I started.
Okay.
With making music. But it's cool because sometimes the rhythms are interesting. And it's music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you play a lot of instruments? Do you
play them with I play with them.
Yeah.
And I have an understanding of them.
Yeah.
And it helps me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything? So what is, like, because you've been in the industry for a while now, what is the next goal for Tarrus Riley?
Well, it's the same goal, you know. The goal hasn't changed, you know. And I'm still up and coming, and I'm up and running, you know what I mean? I want to be like the people who inspired me. You know what I mean? And I want to inspire people that are coming.
Who are the people that inspire you?
Everyone inspired me. You inspire me. These people watching inspire me. Because I tell you about inspiration. Look at the word. Inspiration. In spirit action. You never know that.
Yeah, that's
because
good.
Asian, A-T-I-O-N, that's an action. So it's like Asian. Anytime you say Asian by a word, there's action.
Okay.
In spirit.
Alright,
So
yeah.
for it to come in your spirit and you give it the action, a lot of things come into my consciousness. You know, artists, experiences, history, the Bible. If you want to talk about music, because you can say that to make it easier. Like my father music, as we tell a dancehall music, and that's right what we grow up on. And then a lot of the music my father listened to, like old school R&B, And then nowadays R&B, because that's what we're living.
Yeah.
So we have only by inspiration, in spirit, action. Check it, you know.
Yeah, I
you
like
must
that.
say Asian. So anytime you say Asian behind it, like communication.
Right, yes.
It's an action, you know.
Yes, yes.
Yes, that's like...
wicked, yeah. That makes sense. That's wicked. No, that makes sense. Because when someone puts it out to you, thinking, why didn't I think of that? That's so simple, you know?
Yeah, it's the words. You know what I mean? So it's cool.
In terms of like your songs and that, so you do have control in that sense. So let's talk about one of your biggest songs, She's Royal.
Yeah, I wrote that song.
You wrote that song. So what was the inspiration? Was it something, again, personal, or was it something that you just thought, I want to make a sweet, sweet song?
Both.
Both.
Yeah, because it's like recording my album, Mr. Fraser give me that rhythm. And, you know, I'm writing a song about a man introducing himself to a woman. That was the whole thing. I like, I write a song about a man going to talk to a man, but him kind of don't know how to do it. You know, and what would be the reason why? It's not just because she's sexy. Everybody's sexy. She's royal. So it's like, you know, before you talk to the king, you have to know, say, yo, I'm the king, you have to talk, so you have to make your words, I'm ready. So she's like the queen, you have to know, say, all right. So I'm like, get my words right and approach her because she's a no-nonsense girl. So that's just a next thing to show you. That's a reality. How much man will say that? No man not gonna say, man will say, oh, yeah, man, I know exactly what to say. He don't know what to say.
Yeah.
He doesn't know what to say. And here I'm saying, I've never been someone shy. But this woman, the way she carry herself, make me have to think twice. I know that, listen, it's a queen you're dealing with. And the whole thing is just to inspire a woman to have higher self-esteem.
Yeah.
Like, I'm very much into that.
Nice. So now you've been in this industry quite a few years now. So do you see a big change from when you started in the industry to now in terms of the reggae music?
Of course, because I started... music is always changing, and Jamaican music is great with changing, and Jamaican culture is all about changing. Right now, I leave Jamaica 6 weeks on tour. When you go back, there's a new dance, a new fashion, a new sound, a new slang, a new everything. And in that 6 weeks, you probably have 3 different new things. Every week something change.
Wow.
So it's really productive, you know. Every corner you have an artist, everyone is a singer, everyone does everything. So the music is always changing, and if you're not changing, you're not growing. Because that's how life is. Everyone changes. You have changed for the good and change for the, you know.
So you're busy, man. You've been on tour and everything. Do you find there's a big difference between European crowds to UK crowds? Do you get a different vibe?
A little. And the difference is, like, there's not a festival in the UK. We have festivals in Europe with like 85,000 people and 100,000 people. Not even I've had the pleasure to do some festivals that are not even reggae festivals. So like rock festivals with like 100,000 people. We just do a festival on tour. Named like Color Cafe or something like that. Like with Wycliffe and CeeLo Green. And so when I see people, I'm like, Jesus, are people that? Like, wow. You know what I mean? And a lot of them know me. A lot of them don't know me, but they love music. And they're like, yo, rock and roll. And I'm like, Jano. You know, and so, you know, in England, no, you don't have the festival, but you have great things like the O2s and the Brixton Academies, and these places have a lot of history. You know, and even America, you have like whole heap of things, you know, they have whole heap of different kind of house of blues. And, but, you know, yeah.
So in terms of, do you ever get nervous on stage? Even now, like, do you still get nervous on stage? On stage, there's no time to be nervous. Maybe before stage. I'm human, but not regularly. But I don't say nervous. Like, I always want to, striving to be great, you know. Even if they say nothing is great, like, I want to be, there's no problem with saying that, strive for greatness. So I want to give you my best. So if you want to say that's nervous, not really nervous, but I'm conscious of like putting out my best effort. Right. I know people are listening and watching, so I'm like, yo, I need to give 100%.
Yes, I'm ready. I'm push-ups, I'm exercising, I'm very ready. I have to go because like this is your opportunity. So I don't take it for granted. If you want to call that nervous, you can, but I wouldn't say I'm nervous.
Adrenaline.
Anything you want to call it.
But it gets you going.
Yeah,
good. So in terms of like you tour, you're a busy man. Is there anything that you do that winds you down? What do you do to take some time out for yourself?
I need to do something.
You haven't yet.
I need to do something. Yeah, that's a good question. It's just music, always music. When I'm not doing music, I'm listening to music. And what do? I don't. in Jamaica I'd go to the river. I'm living on the east side in Jamaica.
Okay.
So I would go to the river and bath fountain and then place and hold some water. But I'm going back to music again.
Yeah.
What do I need to do something?
Hopefully
next interview I'll say, you know what I do? I do something.
No, that's good though. So in terms of what is planned for, like, it's like halfway through the year 2013. Any big plans for 2014? You said the album next year?
Yeah, I have an album coming out. That's a big plan. I'm excited about that. And I like to leave space for Jah walk in my life, you know. I don't like to plan everything in there.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, take it gradual. So we have an album. We're going to do the necessary things for the album to get heard and stuff like that. And then we leave little space for Jah. Say, yo, do that. Because you never know. Sometimes you have it all worked out and then you don't.
Yeah.
So you kind of forgive and it's a word that I'm learning. I never liked to use it when I was younger, but I start learning to use it now. A word named compromise.
You didn't
Trust
like that?
me. I am a Tarrus for real. I'm an April 26th youth Tarrus youth. I'm like, yo, I'm stubborn. I like things my way. I do. Trust me, but like me I learned, say, you know what? Sometimes I feel just kind of suss it out and cool a little bit.
Yeah.
So that's another part of growing up.
Yeah, so that's like a positive thing that come out of music as well in your career. So what would you say are the highs of being a singer, being a reggae singer?
Reggae singer, highs. Music makes me high. And I love my work. I really like what I'm doing. I check. It's not work, but it's serious, but it's work. So I tolerate a lot of things because of the love. It's like a relationship. You know, you love somebody, you can't stand them sometimes. Yeah, like you like. But you love them.
Yeah.
Say like you love. You wake me up at 5 o'clock in the morning. It's like I love you. You're like, I love you too. Let me sleep. Like, you know what I mean? You tolerate a lot of things because I love. So that's with me and music, you know?
Yeah. So what would you say are the challenges that you faced over the years?
We faced a lot of challenges. We faced sleeping in the airport. We faced, but it comes with the territory. It's like one man. What is in Jamaica? They say what is joke to is dead to our next man. So maybe what I call a challenge is a simple thing to the next person. So I can't really come and say yeah. The big challenge is probably within myself, you know. Say yeah, my father's a singer. And a lot of people have great expectations, and I'm coming in the music.
Yeah.
So I challenge myself to say like, ready. But I mean, you have other challenges like, you know, getting radio people to play songs, getting heard, you know what I mean? But that come with the work. Nothing like, my father tell me, say, yo, man I get gunshot and live. Man I got moon. So what is them little things that we are going through?
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
You know what I mean? So you have to just tough up and just go through.
Okay, just quickly now. Do you remember the first time that you performed live and where it was?
I was probably performing live before I could remember.
Oh.
But I knew that I used to sing in church when I used to go to church. And my mother can tell me about when I used to sing, "We Three Kings of Heaven," in church.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's probably one of them. That's a good question. You brought back a nice memory.
Oh, I'm glad.
Yeah.
So would you say that over the years, in spite of these challenges, you have met some great people, you've collaborated with some great artists?
Right.
Do you feel confident, comfortable in your own skin?
Comfortable, I can't be comfortable once again because the type of nature that I am, I'm always, I can't be comfortable because there's so much work to do.
Right.
But I am in a nice place right now and I'm determined and focused to be around here for the long run.
I'm glad. So all the best for your album, all the best for the rest of the year, and hopefully next time.
Yeah.
And hopefully next time we see you, you have a hobby that you.
Yeah, I need to do something like Conscience said. Do something.
All right. Thank you so much for your time.
My respect.